Record. Share. Share. Okay. All right. And whatever. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
This is fine.
9 or 10. Yeah, but we didn't get through all of class 9.
Okay.
Can you just compare the two? Yeah, give me 1 second. Can you compare the two and see? Hi, sorry.
I was posted up.
Yeah, I know. Can you just compare the two and see if there are different problems that Brianna did? And then we can see what we want to focus on.
Sure. I didn't.
No, I know. Just compare between the two slideshows.
Okay. Like, see which problems overlap.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Simpler loop questions. Slideshow. Okay. So this is what we were starting with last time. We got through problem 1. And does anyone have any lingering questions? Also, you had your hand up, yes.
Yeah, I was wondering about page 9. It says like to check grade scope, but there's nothing really posted in grade scope.
There's nothing posted. Don't worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that there? Can you double check?
Yeah.
Okay, Katie's gonna check. Thank you for checking, yes.
I think the doc was in files.
It's in files.
Instead of going through assignments,
It's not linked to the assignment, but it's in files.
Okay, let's, Katie's gonna look for it. I don't, like, that's a lot of complication for you guys to have to deal with. I don't like having you guys have to go digging, so we're gonna try and fix that right now while we're doing this class. Cool. Questions about problem 1? If you guys, let me pull up my VS Code really quick.
Problems overlapping. I like debugging. It's debugging. So like what do you mean overlapping problems?
Oh, because it was also a review session.
Last time?
Yeah. So I'm just gonna finish problem 2 and then we're gonna do a debugging lecture and then I'll have you finish up the rest of the warm-up problems. Okay. There's VS Code. All right. So we had this going right here, and I'm going to close hide video panel and hide floating meeting controls. Okay, so we had this. We had a few ways of running this for loop, and then we managed to write a function that did what we wanted it to do. Great. Do we have any questions about the syntax of this? I know this is a review session, so hypothetically you should understand all the syntax here, but realistically, you don't necessarily. That's what a review session is for. So feel free. Yeah.
I was wondering specifically why we put like range length in front of the list.
So, what would your alternative be? So, this is also.
I was wondering why like the we can't just like index through like the character of the screen. Why we needed like there was range and then
That is a wonderful question, and also there are a couple of ways you can actually do this problem. The way that we have this set up is that for I in range length of the string of the word. So range is exclusive. So it will go up to the length of the word minus 1. So essentially we are iterating over the actual indices. And that's the only way we can really access the indices. It's just a clever little trick for iterating over indices of a string, but if you did instead I'm gonna comment this out. And for I in Word, instead, is this what you're asking if we can do?
Yeah, and I know that doesn't work, but like, oh,
Does it?
what for listed them? It's
Um,
maybe, I don't know.
yeah, no, this is good. This is very good. It's good that you're thinking about this. You can just iterate through the elements in a list, a string, an array, which you guys will learn about a little bit later when we start talking about NumPy. But this, I don't see any reason why this shouldn't work, and it works. So you can iterate through the elements specifically. It's just we decided to iterate through the index, which has its uses. If, for example, we wanted to access something else that was the same length as cherry at the same time that we're accessing each element of cherry, then you might want to iterate through index. That's not super useful in this context, but it gives you an idea of why you might want to use either one. Go ahead.
I was just confused on the string, up here. Like when you say str, what is it?
Um, it converts it converts something into a string. So it says it enforces the data type on it. So I'm gonna just do something in my terminal right now. I'm gonna go into Python. And I'm going to say x is equal to 1, right? And I'm gonna check the type of x. What? Type x? Okay, my computer is typing weird, but you get class int. So it knows that it's an int. If I type a string of x, then it's going to give me something in quotation marks. The computer no longer knows that it's an integer that you can add, subtract, multiply, or whatever. Technically, you can perform operations like math operations on strings, but it won't do what you expect it to. Yes.
So if we're like inputting a string or array, like we use cherry in this example, does a string operator like just do nothing in this case?
Yeah,
It's
basically.
like just in case there were numbers.
You wrote print characters and then word equals cherry. Cherry is the word you're inputting. Do you
Yep.
have to have the word equals, or can you just put cherry?
You can just input cherry. The reason that you might want, can you think of why you might want to specify which keyword or which argument you're defining within your within what you're calling?
Well, I'm not really sure like how it relates. Like what's the difference between
Mhm.
seven-
In this case, nothing. But let me see. Imagine I had two arguments here, right? And for some reason, I forgot which order they were in. If I had word and word one, and I forgot if word one was first or word was first, and I wanted to make sure that word was what I was setting to cherry and word one was what I was setting to, like, I don't know, grape. Then maybe you might want to use the word or argument equals string. Totally not necessary. This will 100% work. Oh, what? That's hilarious, actually. Oh, it's because I'm still in Python. A couple of you guys ran into this at the beginning of class, and now I am running into this at the end of class, or in the middle of the class. So you guys have a leg up on me in some things. So yeah, perfectly works. Yes.
Sorry,
No worries.
what kind of data type does the range function return?
That is a great question. Let's check. I'm gonna do it not in VS Code. I'm just gonna open up a Python thing in my terminal because VS Code is being weird. So we're gonna do Python. This is perfectly valid way to access Python. Type of range, I don't know, 10. It's an object called range. You can turn it, it's an iterable object, which means you can say for I in range. But if you want it to be a nice little list, then you can call it for list of range. So you're just enforcing it that it turns out as a list. Rather than if I just typed range of 10, it's going to give you this object called a range. Yeah. More questions before we get started with problem 2? Okay. Okay. I'm going to run through problem 2 really fast. And if you guys have questions about how I'm approaching it, please let me know. After this, we're going to go through a little bit of debugging as a lecture, and then we're going to do as many of the review problems as we can. Okay, so given a list of nums 37285, write a loop that finds the largest number. So what should our loop return? We're looking for the largest number. Which number should our loop return? Great. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to comment this out, and I'm going to set nums equal to 3, 7, 8, 2, 5. I'm gonna set a variable for keeping track of something, and I'm gonna set it to 0. So I'm gonna call it tracker. I'm gonna say it's equal to 0. So I'm gonna start with a for loop because I prefer for loops in this situation. For I in nums, what condition should be met for me to replace tracker? If I is each, yeah.
If I is greater than tracker, tracker equals I.
Then tracker is equal to I. And we're going to, at the end of this loop, we're going to print tracker. And let's see if that works. And we get 8 out. That's good. Does this make sense to everyone? I remember this was one we were having issues with. A very common approach is to set a tracker variable before you start your loop. That's something I use all the time. And then you can compare each element before you replace that tracker variable with the element that satisfies your condition. Because you are essentially comparing the biggest number so far to the element you're currently at. There are other faster algorithms than this. This is a naive solution, but you guys don't need to worry about fast right now. You need to worry about getting things to work. Cool? All right, I'm going to, yep. So Brianna has set the answers here. This is almost exactly what we got. This one, instead of setting the tracker equal to 0, she set it equal to num 0. That just says set it equal to the first number in the list. That's also a valid approach. All right. I'm gonna switch into this, and I'm going to do a little bit of debugging. Again, lectures are recorded. Homework stuff. Yes, this is something that I forgot. Partner QR code. if you guys want to request a partner, make sure to fill out this form. Okay, I don't see any others. I'm going to skip through our review. If you need these answers, our lecture slides will be posted. Okay, we're going to run through some debugging tips and tricks. And you've seen me do some of these. So, okay, this is a fantastic comic called XKCD. If you want to get into science, you kind of have to like XKCD. Highly recommend it. It's like the nerdiest comic ever. And this flow chart is, I appreciate the standalone good code, because it is very difficult to get good code. Error messages, they're scary a little bit, but if you scroll down to the end, it's very easy to see where the error is happening and what error is happening. Computers have their own little codes for what the errors are, and those, like key error or OS error, those mean different things. I barely look at those. I look at what the computer says, like the string output for the error. Yeah. I Has anyone had any particularly interesting bugs that they've run into that has just irritated them? Yeah.
The stupidest one I've gotten was I was trying to make a like a nested dictionary word, and it wasn't working is because I forgot a comma in like the first thing.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you've forgotten a comma and that's been the bug. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had several like that. The white space is quite an irritating bug because Python cares what white space you use. Is it spaces or is it a tab? That one's really irritating to figure out. But yeah, you start to recognize them. Here are some common types. Problems with rules of the Python language, like comma. Runtime errors. Program starts running and then crashes. You cannot take hello and turn it into an int. I think that might actually crash you. I don't know why. I think these pictures aren't necessarily correlated with the error that they're right next to. Then logical errors, the program runs but give you the wrong result. And that's my least favorite because you have to know exactly what answer you want. Otherwise, you can't find the error because if it doesn't give you an error message, then you don't know unless you know exactly what you're trying to get out. That's where unit tests come in. Some debugging tips for debuggins. I'm gonna start calling it that now. I mentioned this the first class I taught, but print statements can be really nice. Just to say, this is what is happening at this stage in my function. Doesn't return anything, it just prints it out. And if you know what should be happening at that stage in your function, which you, for the most part, should, before you start writing a function, then this can be very useful debugging tactic. Then tracebacks. Read the error messages. Don't read the whole thing. Try to find what line the error message is pointing to, and try to find, there should be a plain text thing that says, you're having this error. And those are the two most useful things I've found. You guys will figure out your own thing. And then the PDB debugger. This is a Python debugger. I don't use debuggers, but someone who is very lazy, who wants to help other people be lazy, built a Python debugger for you. So use it because then their effort goes to waste. Yeah. What time is it? 4:35. Um, take a couple of minutes and try to like put this function into your computer, see what happens, and see if you can figure out where the bug is. Cool? You can talk. All right. What are we running into? Do you guys want me to type this out on my laptop too? Okay. Okay. Then I'm gonna comment this all out. We'll do def. Did someone write it all out on their computer and can dictate to me as I type? Okay, yeah.
Of numbers,
Okay,
totals equals, just by record,
okay.
total equals 0. For I in range of numbers. Total equals numbers, square brackets I.
Okay.
Totals dot append parentheses total.
And parentheses total.
And return totals.
Outside or in the for loop? Okay. Totals. Okay. I'm gonna run this and and then what's the run statement? 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 4, comma 5. Okay. I see an issue right away with this block of code that's gonna make it pretty hard to debug it. Can anyone tell me what it is? Does it work? What happens?
Well, I mean, it's work like
Uh,
first purpose.
I see. Are you guys calling the function on nums? Because the first thing that I noticed in that block of code was there was no function call. And that is something I have done a surprising number of times. So we're going to say compute running totals of nums. Thank you. And play. Doing. Okay. Well, we're supposed to get 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. So you're adding everything that came before the element you're in, right? So where is VS Code? There it is. Okay. And did you guys have any fixes right off the bat? Yeah. Uh, like here? Okay, does everyone agree with this? All right. Let's see what happens. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. Nice. Yeah. Sometimes it really just is. There's a character missing. Yes.
I'm not getting any of this. Should I make it?
What do you mean when you
When I run it, nothing like goes up.
do you print the output?
Yeah.
Look at this. That's weird. Um, yeah, you're building eight.
Well, that's really.
Oh. Yeah. It's just you have to save it every time you make changes.
Okay.
Which is quite irritating.
Thank you.
Yeah. Questions? If you were fumbling around in the dark and you were like, what is wrong here? What how would you guys go about debugging this? Or is this something that you guys looked at and you're like, I think I can see what's wrong with this? Hands up for I think I can just see what's wrong with this. Hands up for I absolutely cannot. How would I go about debugging? Okay. Yeah, no, that's a fair point. What I might do is potentially print out total before and after the before and after the equal sign. I would probably get out a piece of pen and paper and say, how exactly would I get a increment of this next element to my tracker variable called total? Pen and paper can also be a great debugging tool. Otherwise, if you just wanted to completely rewrite this and figure out the logic yourself, I mean, usually this would be something that you had written, that you had started to write, and you were debugging for yourself, but also it can just be difficult to read through other people's code and see immediately what's going on. So personally, I might use just pen and paper, write out the logic, and then I might print out total before and after what we had, which was total plus equals numbers. Yeah? Sound good? Okay. That is a ludicrously brief overview of debugging. You're going to get a lot of practice with this. With that in mind, we're going to work on simple debugging, or we're going to work on simple dictionary review problems. Sound good? All right. Okay. Class 9. Slideshow. Okay. We've got like 15 minutes left. How much time should we give them? 5. Oh. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna set a timer for 2 minutes and start working through what you start working through this. Writing your answers on a piece of paper for this one can be useful. And please, please, please do not look at ChatGPT. Yeah, what's up? So right now, is that yes. Do you remember why the correction? Of course. No, it's a great session. Oh, I do that. That is the best. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was focused on, honestly, I was focused on debugging something of my own. And I forgot that it was the decal. I forgot it was Wednesday. And I forgot that Wednesday equals Python decal.
Ah, yeah, it's Tuesday, Thursday. It's always been Tuesday, Thursday.
No,
Or in my mind,
It's-
Tuesday, Thursday.
it's maybe, I am used, actually, no, I think this is a fact I'm thinking for Tuesday, Thursday. I think sometimes I just get like disconnected connections within my brain. You know?
Yeah.
It's just like.
My brain has been
Short circuit. Yeah. Yeah, the year needs to be.
My third midterm this week is
You've had a lot too, right?
Yeah, tomorrow's my third midterm too. It's the same midterm.
Nice. What's the class? Awful.
That was 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, I know.
So long.
I know. Okay, how are we doing? Thumbs up, middle, down. All right. Cool.
Oh, my doing.
Yeah. This is
Hi.
be kind.
Oh, please be kind. Oh, that wow. Immediately.
I got you. I got you.
I got me.
Mm-hmm. You can pull it up on the chair if you want.
Yeah, wait, I have it on my phone too.
Okay.
Okay, guys. So this is in fact my first time teaching. So this is why we say be kind. Yeah. Okay. Should I ask what they think first?
Nah.
And then wait, am I typing it out for them too?
Yeah.
On VS Code? Okay. How do I do that on your computer?
10 fingers.
Oh, sick. You just go back and forth.
And then we're gonna comment this out. And then
Okay.
you can have someone try dictate to you the.
Okay. Okay. Ah. Okay. Low-key haven't coded in like 3 months. I'm gonna really need your guys' help here. Okay. For part A, how do you access a value in a dictionary? What were some of our ideas? Was someone raising? Who went up first? I don't know. Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Did you say dot values? Oh. Yeah. Hold on. I need to. Well, a little bit unprepared here of me. I also can't type. Guys, this is like really bad. Thanks. I'm a slow typer. I'm so sorry. Oh, that would. Sure. You have to be very precise though. Banana. Banana. Like that. Did I do it, guys? Did you say, did I do this right, guys? It looks right. Okay, sick. And then use. Hmm? Like, oops, these? Guys, I'm like illiterate too. Oh my gosh. Okay. This?
Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens.
Charlie, how do
Okay. Wait, wait.
I my computer. Huh? Oh, guys. You can tell that I was a little sus in this class. Print. Yes. Oh my gosh.
I know. This is why I hate BS.
This? Am I trip?
I don't know. I've never found a way to get rid of them. That's why I hate VS Code. No.
Wait, I haven't used VS Code since like March because I was using Jupyter Notebook after
Yeah.
we learned it.
No, you're good.
Okay, wait, that's probably also
So what are you trying to print? You're trying to print what Jay just gives you, which is fruit.values.
Truly I'm lost. That?
Mhm.
Okay.
More prints.
More parentheses. As in, what did I just do?
Hey, you good.
Charlie, this
It's okay. Chill. There's more parentheses. Right here.
Okay.
You're good.
I don't even remember what the question was asking anymore.
How to access values. How do you access a value in a dictionary?
I think. Okay. So, did I run it?
You just did.
Okay.
Um,
Did I?
so it gave you your output
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Which is nothing.
So is that, no, this is your dict value.
Oh, I'm
right?
literally blind. Oh my gosh.
So does this make sense?
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Sick.
And then what's the next question?
The next question. How do you change the number 3 to 7? Ideas?
I would say you find like fruit, bracket, and orange, and you'd set it equal to 7.
So you're gonna want to comment those lines out.
I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever commented anything out. What do you do?
Command /
Command /
But you still want the fruit dictionary.
You want this guy. Ooh.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. 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 Can you repeat what you said again? Sorry.
Like fruits. And includes orange. Outside the bracket equals 7. Outside the bracket. Outside.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Aaron.
Hmm?
Aaron, keep.
Mm-hmm. I knew this.
And then try printing fruits.
Oh my gosh,
Fruit.
guys.
Good debugging. Yeah. You're good.
I forgot VS Code is like evil.
It is evil. Yeah, no. You guys are totally right. The dictionary is called fruit, so we're going to have to change the dictionary name to fruit. Yeah, and then press play.
Oh, what did I do again? I keep doing that. Yeah. All right.
Great, that's exactly
Mm.
right.
Yay. Okay. Next one was how do you add a new key value pair that is date and then 4? Ideas? 1 second. Anyone? Back there?
You just do, root, and then within the brackets, you have like name.
Can you fruit, date, and then what'd you say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see how it's updated?
As in like this?
We didn't print out fruit, so it's not.
Oh, wait. God. This was there we go. Yes. Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then how many more do we have? All right. How to loop through. Is there anything important at the end of class to do? Okay. How do you loop through the dictionary and print each key? Any ideas? Did we not get to this problem or we just Oh, sure. I'll go you again. Could you speak up a teensy bit?
And root dot keys, empty normal parentheses. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. In for key in mm-hmm. Yeah. Get out. Print empty parentheses.
But it was in the parentheses. Add. Well, dictionary parentheses.
The curly brackets.
That? Is this what you said? All right. Okay. Thick.
Nice.
You guys are better than this.
Do we
Better
have,
at
do we have to use the F string? I see one no. Would there be a good reason to use the F string other than just printing out the variable name?
You can,
Yeah.
it just makes, you can basically type out a string and use some words to say like what your, like function is kind of reduce things.
Great, yeah. F strings are wonderful debugging in that sense. They're very, very explicit. That is time.
totally, I encourage you to go through all of these problems, come to us with questions, and there are answers in the slides. Thanks, guys.
Lol.